Hello, it's just me. I want everybody to see what I do for my daughter. But before I do that, let me show you this. Look at there. Can you see it? Turn this way. I made this floral arrangement for, see if I can stand in front of it where you can kind of see. Anyway, it's not a very good image, but it's got the spring flowers in a little teacup, and I've got these little fairies sitting here, and there's a little fairy sitting on the handle of the cup. Anyway, I made this for my she used to be my pastor's wife. Well, she's still married to him. Let me rephrase that. It's my old pastor's wife. This is for her. They're still very much together, but he is very, very ill right now, and terminal. Bless his heart. He's so sweet now in his, he's been humbled by his sickness, and I really do care for them quite a bit. So this is to help cheer her up. But now I want to show you what my fetish is. When I'm at my daughter's house, this is what I like to do. I don't have carpet. So I try every day, to run the vacuum cleaner throughout her house. She has carpet everywhere except in her bathrooms, laundry room, and kitchen. But let me show you what drives me into a world of ecstasy. Get this thing plugged in. Now, I don't know if it's going to show or not on the video, but let me see if it will. Oop, here we go. I don't know if you can see the line. But I love making lines. Can't do that in my house. I have all hardwood floors, and this synthetic carpet is easy to keep clean, in my opinion. When it gets a stain on it or whatever, I take a bowl of hot soapy water. See if that helps. Woo, look at the lines. Grandson has been really sick, so I've been helping her out here at the house even more than usual. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see the lines or not. Hold on. Love you too, baby. Woo-wee. Oh, Lordy, I'm out of breath now. Okay. No, Nanny's just making a video. All right, go on, go on. Woo. Woo. Woo.
I'm her grandson. I'm Jordan.
That is Jordan. Yep. Okay. I'm out of breath now, y'all. But I wanted to show you the baby again that I got in the mail yesterday. She is not a reborn, but she is an Ashton Drake manufactured baby. And come to find out, she has armatures. She's 1.5. 1.5. I have Jasmine Goes to Grandma's, and she's an Ashton Drake, of course. Let me get a little closer here. She's an Ashton Drake as well. So, and now I'm going to be on the market or on the hunt for the toddler, the bigger baby, because she's a 1.5 years. And then the Jasmine Goes to Grandma is a baby. And then hopefully I'll be able to eventually come across the bigger, because I think she came in 3 sizes. So I do have, I love Jasmine. I love the kit. And I have Lily Rose, which is a full silicone from Ashton Drake. And I also have 2 Paradise Galleries, as I said the other day. And the rest of them are all Reborns. You know, literally the real Reborns. Okay, so, but I've been wanting her, and she's got armatures. I didn't realize. Now, this arm is a little bit, feels, I don't know. I've been messing with her, and the wire, I'm not going to, what would you call it? It's not necessarily called wire, but it bends, see, where she can keep her hand up like that or like that, which is kind of cool. I didn't know that she was posable, but she got her hair washed yesterday and conditioned. Here, let me come up closer so y'all can see how cute she is. Her little head has a tendency to want to tilt to that side, but it's okay. I don't mind. But isn't she cute? She smells good. She smells like baby powder, but her hair smells good because I washed it in Suave Keratin shampoo. I was a little uncertain about doing that because, you know, I don't want to get her soaking wet to where, you know, the water gets inside of her and causes mildew. But it looked like it managed okay. And so I scrubbed her hair and I put conditioner in it and I combed it out. And it's not perfect, but for what I paid for her, she's fine. She's going to be perfectly fine. But I love Jasmine. I love the Jasmine kit or the Jasmine doll. I'm not going to call her necessarily a reborn, but got a good deal, I think, on her. Now, like I said, I'm going to be looking for the biggest one out of the 3. So hopefully I'll find her and I will get her. And that'll be it for the Jasmine Ashton Drake babies. Yeah, isn't that right? She came all the way from Vermont. She started out in one area, but the lady that sold the baby to me, she was relocating, and so she hung on to this sweet baby for me and mailed her out, and she came yesterday. She was supposed to come today, according to the transcript, the what do you call it, tracking number. But so she came yesterday. I had a feeling, so I went ahead and went home real quick to check on things, and there she was in the box. And I did the box opening already. So she got this cute, this is one of the little outfits that she got. It's got like all these cute little butterflies on it in yellow. And with her skin tone, no matter what I put on her, it's going to look really good. Yeah. Don't you think? What do you think? What do you think? Huh? Pretty girl. Okay, I'm going to put her down for a second. And I really didn't have anything specific that I wanted to talk about today because I had promised that I was going to do a flip-flop giveaway, and I do plan on doing that. And I've got a couple people Belle's Reborn Nursery and Sam's Reborn Nursery that I'm going to make them some flip-flops just because I love their videos. And I'm going to have a drawing. And I want to make different size flip-flops, different size or different colors, you know, to go on the flip-flop. And I was going to go to the Dollar Tree. And I looked the other day, and they didn't have the flip-flops out yet. Mainly it's Easter stuff that they have out. So, but then I got to thinking about it, you know, and it doesn't take long to make them, but I don't want to buy dollar flip-flops if they're not going to hold up very well. And so I may go and look for better quality flip-flops. It just kind of depends. I've tried to analyze how to make the flip-flops have a little more longer wearing wearability, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't even know. Wake up, wake up. Wearability, you know, sustainability, so where they don't, you know, when you wear them for a couple days with the Dollar Tree, the where your feet put pressure, you know, on the flip-flop, it kind of gets real thin right in that area. I don't like that. So I'm going to see if I can find a better quality flip-flop somewhere and do the drawing. And I had asked for some input on the drawing, and Belle's Reborn suggested a week. So I don't want to make it too long because then you might lose interest and you could care less. But I will get back to that video eventually on the contest, okay, on the giveaway. And I'll go into all the details and whatever. But I wanted to say good morning and show y'all this. I love vacuuming my daughter's carpet because I like to see the lines that her vacuum cleaner has this awesome sucking power, and it's a Bissell Performance Turbo whatever, and that thing sucks. Now you can put it on bare floor, which I like to do even though it's on the carpet, because I want to see those lines. I want to see that the carpet, you know, the tread just stick straight up and look fresh and brand new, so that when you step on it, it leaves your footprint, you know. I love that. It's weird, I know. And my daughter, she loves sparseness in her home, and so I enjoy, you know, just vacuuming the whole house for her as one of the many things. She doesn't like me doing her wash. Oh my God, if I do her wash, she has a cow. She can't stand. She insists that I do not know how to separate the colors of the clothing. You know, white with and dark, and you know, light color clothes with, you know, even darker clothes, and whew, it's like, Ashley, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to separate clothes. And where, pray tell, do you think you learned how to do your wash? I mean, there is something weird in my family that me and my sister and my mom, and anyone else that's involved in the bloodline, okay, we have this thing about doing wash. I mean, I love separating the clothes and putting them in the wash, and you know, throwing them out, getting them out and putting them in the dryer or whatever. But evidently, I don't do it correctly for my daughter. So she has a cow. So what a lot of times what I do when she comes home, or even before she comes home, you know, when she starts the wash, if she throws the clothes in the dryer, I'll go ahead and fold the clothes. She doesn't mind if I fold the clothes. She doesn't mind if I hang up the clothes. So I wander around the house grabbing up all the spare hangers, because everything that the children wear are on hangers, minus their socks and underwears and Nevaeh's little, you know, undergarments. So I'll go around, collect all the hangers, and then I'll just start hanging everything up, you know, and putting them, and their closets when I'm here, for someone who is so inclined to being super clean and super sparse, I like to organize their closet with long pants and t-shirts with t-shirts, and long sleeves with long sleeves. Pajamas go in the back, blah blah blah. That's how I do it. I want the kids' closets to be organized, and it's very doable because they don't have like 1,001 items of clothing. She dresses the kids really nice every morning, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is so boring, I know, but this is what my life is made of. This is me, this is my world, this is what I have to deal with every day. Bear with me on it, okay? I'm getting back to my normal psychotic, schizophrenic self, so don't be scared, okay? I promise I just don't be scared. But I just like their stuff organized, and they dress every morning. They get a shower every single night. They mainly shower. They very seldom take baths. They shower. They have to brush their teeth in the morning when they get up. They wear, clothing decent clothes that I probably wouldn't send them to school in, because to me, the clothing they wear to school is a little bit too nice. It used to be, I guess kids did that way back in the day, even before when I was young. I didn't have a second set of clothes. I wore the same clothing in the morning, and I come home in the afternoon, and I would play in the same clothes. I didn't do this, change your clothes, get out of your good school clothes, put your shoe, get on your old shoes, make sure you don't wear your good shoes outside now. No, I want you to change your clothes. You have to. No, you're not wearing that outside, I said. Go put those good clothes off your back and go get you your play clothes. You got it? Didn't do any of that. No. But when they come home, they have to change into their play clothes. But their hair is brushed, their teeth are brushed, they're dressed nice for school. They don't miss any school if they can help it. Nevaeh has not missed any school since school started. Now, Jordan's been sick these last few days, and that's okay. It's acceptable. It's understandable. But Nevaeh, she has yet to miss a lot of school, knock on wood. I hope she doesn't get sick. And whatever it is that my grandson had, I hope that it's not contagious, because we're talking throwing up. We're talking fever. We're talking diarrhea. We're talking all of that nasty crud that he had. I mean, it was bad. So the poor baby, when he threw up at one point, really bad, he had eaten chicken and rice, and it was obvious when it all came up. But he was sound asleep, laying on his back. He about drowned in his vomit. And guess who cleaned up the vomit? Guess who cleaned up all the mess? Nanny. I mean, Mama had him in the kitchen, and he had throw up all down the front, all down the back, all over the kitchen floor, because it was rice and chicken and it hadn't digested, so it just kind of fell off of him. So she got him in the shower and given him orders on wash your hair with shampoo, make sure you get all that out. But guess who had to clean up the vomit? I did. I had to get the trash can and some rubber gloves, and I did. I didn't get sick. I did it. I managed, because it's just part of raising kids. I mean, these things are going to happen. And plus, I worked in the hospital in the ER for 5 years as a unit coordinator. And so I had to see and smell a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of stuff. And you sort of get used to it up to a point. I know this is so gross, but nothing really bothered me when I worked at the hospital as far as odor, except for dry blood. Dry blood smells weird. It's like a tinny, coppery smell. Now, fresh blood doesn't bother me in the least. Matter of fact, I know y'all don't think I'm weird, but the most favorite and most interesting factor for me when I was working in the ER was the suturing. Whenever someone came in and they had a laceration, I loved to watch the doctor perform magic using the needle and the thread and all of that. I watched all that. I loved it. I thought it was interesting, very interesting. I saw minor lacerations and I saw some bad lacerations. But going back to the smells, dry blood makes me sick. That's about the only thing, really, that makes me sick is dry blood. It just doesn't, it smells bad. Fresh blood, there's really not much of a smell to it. There might be, but I know that's gross. I know, I done told y'all. I'm psychotic, but that's what made up my world. And so anywho, so I cleaned up all his mess and everything, and he got his shower, and he's been home from school for 2 days. And today, you know, he's on the mend, but he's not 100%. So they kept him home one more day today, which is Friday. So he'll have Saturday and Sunday to get completely, you know, well. But going back to my daughter, she is so funny. She won't let me do her wash. And it's like I'm going, oh, come on now. I'm biting my nails. I'm biting a bit because I want to wash. I want to help her, you know. So when she comes home from work, she doesn't have to do anything but just sit down and relax, which actually in reality what she does is she goes straight for the shower because she works in the hospital environment. She's a phlebotomist, so she will change her clothes, you know, get a shower, whatever, and come out and sit down. And I try to help her as much as I can. And so she just complains at me quite often about why did I move this here and why did I move that there and I can't find this and I can't find that. And you know, they're creatures of habit, and I drive them crazy, but it's you know, it is what it is. I just, when I'm at her house, if I see that she's got a sink full of dirty dishes, I'm going to wash the dishes, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to sit there and not wash the dishes. It's just how I am. And so she'll have all these dirty clothes, you know, from the children, and I dare not touch them because she'll have a fit. She'll have a fit. So I just try to leave it alone, try to help her in other ways and do what I got to do. And I know she appreciates my help, but you know, she's just got certain quirks. She's worse than I am about some things. I don't know. I always thought I was kind of weird, but I never even, I don't think I'm weird. I know I'm weird. I worked with a friend for over 3 years, and she used to tell me that she said, you know, the reason that certain people don't like you, or you know, would be kind of short with me or acted like I had a disease and they didn't want to be around me, is she says because you're real, because you are who you are, and they never know what to expect. I never know what to expect. I remember once my boss came to me and at the daycare where I was working, and she said, Bobby, I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand you. And I said, Jan, her name is Jan. I said, Jan, I said, don't even try to understand me. I said, my husband's been married to me since I was 17 and a half, 18 years old. And he still is at a loss trying to figure me out. And even I can't figure me out sometimes. Sometimes as soon as I think I've got it down to a fine tune, you know, science, something happens to completely change my mind. I'm just not your normal, average, sane, stable person. I just do weird things. And I don't know, to some people it's weird, but then to others, they're like, oh my God, you mean there's somebody just like me? You mean I'm not alone in my insanity? No, you're not alone. Oh my God, it's been a week. It's been a week. And maybe I'm getting a little more comfortable talking in front of the computer here, but I wish I could think of something really funny to say, but I can't. I can't think of anything. I've been kind of down and out, you know. It's been a lot going on this past week with, you know, my friend passing away, and then now my old pastor is terminal now, and that's why I say I made this beautiful flower arrangement for her to kind of cheer her up a little bit because she's taking care of him, and you know, it's just a lot to have to deal with sometimes, and I just want to try to make it where she has a little something to look at that'll maybe make her smile, you know, and feel better. But just been a lot going on, and here it is already Friday, and I haven't been home as yet, and I'll probably finish vacuuming the house and putting everything back, and then I'll run home and do my stuff at home that I need to do, feed the bird and check on the dog and vacuum the kitchen floor, mop the kitchen floor, you know, do my little chores that I like to do. Oh, sorry for the yawn. I shouldn't be tired because when I stay with my daughter, I end up going to bed like 8:30 quite often because I'm just tired. I'm just, you know, I don't know if I ever did get out and about after a certain hour at night, I don't know that I would make it, because I like to be in my pajamas and I like to be at home, chilling whenever it starts to get dark. I don't like wandering around all hours of the night. When I go to church, but not as often as I should. Let's just put it like this. And I've been thinking about, seriously about that. But there was a time when we would go to church Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, and then any other extracurriculars that happened, we would go. But in particular, Wednesday nights and Sunday nights, I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it, because I want to be in bed by 8 o'clock. Even if I'm not going to sleep, I just want to be in my bed or sitting on the couch with my either cup of coffee or on my computer or maybe reading or something. I'm just laid back that way. I don't know. I get so exhausted if I go against that grain, and end up having a really full night with activity, which is not often, but we every now and again, for some odd reason, we might be out and about somewhere, but I just can't do it. My bed calls my name, and bam, I'm there. I'm there. But anywho, I'm just jabbering. I know. I need to start thinking about specific things to focus on during these conversations. But like I said, I'm here at my daughter's, trying to help her out, and working on that little floor arrangement for my pastor's wife, and taking care of Jordan, because he's been real sick, and I've been wanting to see my grandson in love. I miss him terribly, so I need to go see him one of these days. The poor little thing probably figures Nanny forgot all about him. But the weekend's here, so my efforts for the weekend are going to be just to do stuff around the house, either painting, cleaning, or watching Netflix, or whatever. I need to get outside more. I don't get outside enough. I don't have enough vitamin D in my system and to save my life. And I know it's very common for people to be low in vitamin D, but I need to get out and get some vitamin D. And I'm the world's worst when it comes to just sitting outside and messing around. But I need to get out there and clean up my yard and get all these things done that just never seem to get done in a timely manner. I have a lawnmower that I need my son to look at and see if he can't get it up and running, so I can at least use that as an excuse to get out and catch a little bit of sun and still, mow the grass or whatever I need to do. But anywho, I wanted to get back on and say good morning, and I hope that everybody's going to have a fantastic day. And I hope that you guys enjoy listening to me talk. I don't have, I'm not a rocket scientist, but I am into sharing and being a friend. If you need a friend, just come to my channel and listen to me chitter chatter and talk about stuff that takes place in my life every day. Nothing special, nothing fancy. There are times when things happen and I get real keyed up, and I got a lot to talk about. Let me tell you, depending on the situation and depending on the circumstances and depending on what happened that's caused me to get riled up, I can sincerely communicate, the situation and put some emotion into it. Yeah, I can. But right now, nothing's happening special. So I'm just going to let y'all go reluctantly. And there's a couple things that I have, like I said, in mind for future videos. And the one that I want to do is the flip-flop contest, or the flip-flop giveaway. But I also have a story that I want to share with y'all that is a very serious story. And I hope I can do it justice. I hope I can bring it to light to where someone out there will relate and somehow gain an inner healing as a result of the story. Okay. I don't know if it's worthy of being brought to the public eye. You know that scripture that says, don't cast your pearls before swine. I don't want to diminish the value of the lessons that I learned on this, but I feel like I need to share it with somebody. If nothing else, for therapy for me, to voice what happened, to voice and lend, words to what I went through. That's a video that's forthcoming, and like I said, it's going to be really, really hard. And I want to do it justice. I don't want to, I might write some notes down, but I don't know that I will. But I just know that I want to share my story and see if I can help someone heal and to recover and to be able to move on. Because I would like to think, due to this experience and what has happened to me and what is happening, that I'm able to move on, to get beyond the pain and beyond the hurt and beyond the trauma, and hopefully come ahead and come out on top. Okay, but we'll talk about that another time. So two major thoughts here: flip-flops and this heartfelt story that I want to share. Okay, so y'all stay in touch. Don't lose me, and I will see you again very soon. You guys have a wonderful day.